What is everyone? How's everyone doing? Welcome to today's stream. We've got a good one for you guys in store today. We got some WCL Elite action. We're going to be covering aMk Italian versus Nordic Impact. At the moment, it's looking pretty good. We've got about 2 hours left in this war. Oh boy, it's going to be a good finish here. We've got 1 for 21 over at aMk Italian and 5 for 16 at Nordic Impact. So although the scores look relatively the same amount of stars, Nordic Impact very clearly in the lead at the moment. All good, you can hear it now? Perfect. Well, see, the thing is that on the introduction, I really should turn the, here we go. I should turn the music up a little bit more, because basically I try and have the music set to where it's just straight up, you know, it's not like overpowering my voice, because if it's overpowering my voice, then what's the point? Alright, you won't be able to hear me at all. There we go. It's Nordic Impact, it is. What's up, Fire Gang? How you doing? Let's see who's here. We have Good Evil in here. We got Kolega. We got Rian. You just took the virus test. What about it? They said you'll have the results tomorrow. That is beautiful. I'm very glad that you were able to go out and get tested, and I wish you the absolute best, and I hope everything is doing okay. Today we've got some Clash of Clans action for you guys. It's gonna be a stacked couple of days, so I hope you guys are ready. I hope your calendars are being cleared, because we've got a bit of a fun one in store for you guys for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, just to be audio is a bit low. I have my laptop at full blast. Really interesting. Let me see if I can. I'll just overall increase the volume of the stream. So if I do that and then I do this, there you go. How's that? Is that all right? Is that okay? Too loud? Yes, no? Perfect? Cool. Awesome. Again, I'm still trying to customize some of these settings and remake my overlays. A lot of them got wiped since my computer hard drive kind of crashed on me. So I'm trying to work towards, you know, fixing them all up and optimizing them again. And now it seems like, hey, these are the audio levels I need to go for, just as loud as possible. People can adjust me from their own end. But we've got about 2 hours left to go in this war, 31-32 at the moment. aMk Italian with 8 attacks left, Nordic Impact with 14. Now, some would argue that aMk Italian, hey, they're super close to getting in the lead. However, Nordic Impact, 16 attacks. And of those 16 attacks, 5 for 16. Your volume is 1/6 volume and it's fine. Yeah, you know, it does depend for some people. So I think, ideally, if you just have the stream crazy loud, people can just adjust it and lower you. So that could always work. But yeah, a little sneak peek for tomorrow. We're going to be live twice tomorrow. We're going to be covering 2 Elite Wars, and I'll go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about that as we go on. But really quickly, what we are going to do this stream is mainly we're going to be focused on the aMk Italian versus Nordic Impact War. That's what we're going for. We're going to watch some triples in just a moment. 2 streams in a row. Oh, Stickman, it's about to get even better. Wait until you see after that what we've got in store. It's going to be so lit. You guys, if you're not already following, you're not already subbed, get yourself subbed. It's worth it. Headphones in. I'm usually okay. On my iPad, laptop sometimes, it's on and off. Yeah, that's fair. Laptop speakers aren't normally the best. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and take a look here really quickly at some statistics for you guys, because I know you guys absolutely love looking at a bunch of numbers. But it is the one aspect of this league that is incredibly important. So let me go ahead and pull up this image for you guys here. I've gone ahead and crafted something a little fancy, nothing too fancy. But we've got ourselves a little bit of a bracket here. So this bracket displays all of the clans currently in the league at the moment. Let me go ahead and pull up one more overlay over here. So obviously we see the first war, Nordic Impact versus aMk Italian. That's the war that we're watching right now. The winner of that war will verse Too Late for Stop, who won the first round 41-33. A very formidable performance by them. They're going to be a tough one to beat for either aMk Italian or Nordic Impact. We'll see what happens there. Blue Clashers versus Reparte. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Blue Clashers were able to pick up the win. War Hunters versus Night Riders. War Hunters were able to pick up the win. And those 2 wars are set and stone. We're going to see Blue Clashers versus War Hunters in the quarterfinals. Now, the fun times come with the Kerala Dragons and the Pinoy something. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. And then we've got Reddit Misfits versus Pegados. We're going to be covering both of those wars tomorrow. We're going to be covering the Reddit Misfits versus Pegados at, I believe, 6 p.m. EST. we're going to be covering the Kerala Dragons versus Pinoy at 2:30 p.m. EST. Both of those will be tomorrow. So back-to-back streams, going to be covering a couple of wars there. I don't plan on doing the ends of those wars. However, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to take that opportunity and we will stream those 2 wars. In terms of the Krajalan versus Monsters, I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to stream that one because it's a bit uncoordinated at the moment. They're still trying to work towards which clan or when they need to spin and times and things like that. So I'm not able to figure out a time that I need to stream that one. But we will keep you guys posted with the results from that one as we go. Can you list your full setup, including your PC specs, if you have time on Discord? Oh boy. Honestly, my setup is very wonky. It's not a traditional setup. Actually, let me see if I can... I wonder if I can just kind of like pick you guys up and then take you guys over here. So what we've got going on is this is Spotify over here. It's got all the war music, custom war music. We have OBS. This is where you guys are. It's beautiful, nice and fancy. We got the chat. This is all you guys. Over here, we've got some other things. We have the Trovo link right there. Then we got Discord. It's a big one. Then we got the chat bots right there, and then we got the good old restream, and then we got the iPad. It's great. And the iPad is connected. It's hardwired via a an HDMI cable that goes into a Elgato. Can anyone who is sponsored in CWL stream these wars? Anyone who's... This isn't a CWL war, though. This is a WCL war. And see, realistically, I don't know how the WCL media team works in terms of who can stream and who can do what. But what I do know is there's no requirement for being sponsored. Basically, because WCL isn't a massive league, they pick their... They basically just pick their media people and then give them a stream schedule, and then they go off that. How many monitors are there? I have 2 in front of me. I have one here, the main monitor, and I have one to the left. And then over on the right, I have a laptop plugged into a docking station. And so that docking station is what powers my microphone, my USB, or my camera, things like that, the light, so all that stuff. Hizate, thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. I do not do base reviews on this stream. However, if you're looking to get some base reviews done, I highly recommend you check out a couple of other streamers out there. I know there's plenty of them that do base reviews. I believe, Bluebirds is live at the moment streaming some Clash. He might actually be willing to give you that base review if you want some help with your base and whatnot. Highly recommend you check him out. I'm not going to cover them this war just mainly because I want to, go over some hits here. Let's go ahead and show off aMk Italian's triple. And then we'll show off some of Nordic Impact's triple. What do we got going? We got 10 Yetis? Oh my goodness. 10 Yetis and 4 Quakes. All you have is an $180 iPhone. Hey man, that still is, or just $180 phone. That's pretty good. That is a fantastic start because again, that's a hardwire connection. If Good Evil, if you really genuinely are looking to stream at some point, I can give you a pretty inexpensive alternative to the equipment I use. Because I use an $100 capture card, and a way to get around that is by using a program that streams your device directly to your PC. Obviously, it's not the most reliable thing because it can sometimes buffer, but it still works. It'll do it. It's a very interesting raid. You don't normally see 10 Yetis thrown at a base, but this man went for it. Hog Riders coming out of the Siege Barracks. World Champion not with them on the opposite side. And, I mean... Bottom line is, you got to say what it is. This hit rate, 1 for 22, is pretty bad. It's not great. It's really not. You have 8 more hits left to go. 100 years was 180? No. Wait. Is it actually 180? I might be incorrect actually. Hold on. I might actually be incorrect. It might be 180. But it's not letting me. Yeah, you're right. It is 180. Never mind. My mistake. How do you stream on all platforms but keep the chat combined? Mainly that's using Restream. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, no, I was incorrect. I was looking at a different Elgato. which I might buy that one just to do dual stream stuff, but at the moment I don't have a second device, so yeah, that's what we're going off right now. All right, but yeah, Restream is, in all honesty, Restream is not like, if you're starting out streaming, you don't really need to do multiple platforms. And in all honesty, for brand's sake, if you want to like actually grow a YouTube channel or grow a Twitch following, you don't want to dual stream. Mainly because you want to give people different options for each channel. So for instance, what I did for a long period of time was, hey, I stream live on Twitch. You can sub to me on YouTube to watch the YouTube videos. And hey, if you're a YouTube subscriber and you want to watch some streams, go to Twitch. It's the Elgato HD60S. Do you play any chess? I don't play very often, but I have played chess before. One thing that my college campus used to have is there's a, right next to the library, there's a big, like, a massive chess set. And so me and a couple of my buddies would normally, on our in our breaks in between classes, we'll just go there and play chess with the big chess pieces. It's a bunch of fun. Absolute legends. Did I just... Oh. Give me... Actually, hold on 1 second. I need to take a brief intermission. I just noticed that part of my desk is falling apart, so I need to I need to fix that. You guys can watch this really quick, but you're going to see my webcam disappear in just a minute. That is correct. The desk is kind of doing a big die, but we got it. We're good. We're good to go. No issues there. Got it fixed up. Yeah, it's despite this being a fantastic setup in terms of software and hardware wise, it's a bit finicky at times. Not gonna lie. Just a little bit. What's up, Webaball? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And welcome to the stream. Have you ever played Go? What do you mean by Go? I'm gonna say no. Just because I don't know what that is. That was a nice hit there by NÖRDIK IMPAKT. Let's go and take a look at this triple over here by Trent. Let's see what he's got going on. This is a Queen Charge hybrid. Very traditional army composition. You got the 14 miners and 12 hogs. 5 healers for the Queen. And again, you really only need 4. You don't need 5. Oh, yeah, the command's gone. It's gone forever. It's very sad. I might re-implement it at some point, but at the moment, I'm not looking to implement any voice commands. And if I do, the one voice command I'm gonna post is exclamation mark live. And what I'm thinking of doing at some point is I'm gonna watch back some of my streams and look for a time where I was like, oh my gosh, it's alive. I'm missing a live. What a noob, you know, or something like that. And then basically clip that, put it in a voice command, and then allow you guys to use it. So. Oh, it is apparently infinitely more complex than chess because there are infinite outcomes. Jeez. Okay, that makes my head. Chess makes my head hurt. I don't even know. I don't even know how I would survive playing Go. What's up, Hayden? How you doing? Good to see you. This was a very, very nice queen charge. Set up very well to the point where his queen could just break through the wall. Absolutely no issues. Queen beating through a wall, and it's actually the right wall this time. I'm guessing he wanted her to go to the town hall, but I mean, realistically, I think he knew he wasn't going to get it there. Okay, that works. Yep, that is the command to join the clan. We just had a bunch of reworks to the Discord server to be heavily focused on War Busters rather than Clan Busters and League Busters, which now have kind of fallen off. They're not really that active. Not really a part of the main leadership at the moment. I thought you meant CSGO. Nah, I actually haven't played CSGO in a little while. It's been a couple of weeks, I think. Yeah, just about. Been playing a lot of Clash recently. Maxed out my Town Hall 9, maxed out my Town Hall 10, been farming my Town Hall 11 and 12 like a mad lad. It's been fantastic. The queen actually beats through the right wall here too and clears the entire left side of the base. Not only that, but she didn't lure the CC out, which is actually a Lava Hound. So a very nice hit by Trent here. King Trent at that. King Trent Jr. Love it. And he's going to go in and snag the triple for him. I mean, you got to hand it to him. His queen charge, staying alive the whole raid is really what gave him the 3-star here. And that's what it really comes down to. If you can keep your queen alive the whole raid, you know you're doing something right, and your chances of tripling are that much higher. I've seen so many raids in which the queen just dies early and doesn't get enough value, because think about how much you're sticking into that queen. You're relying on this queen to have 5 healers, which is 14 housing space each. That's like, what, around 60 housing space for a queen charge? Plus, you've got like 2 to 3 spells that you're using. That's 6 to 7 spell slots, not including the free spells and whatnot. So it's tough. It's tough recovering a hybrid raid if your queen goes down early. You need that queen to stay alive as long as possible. There we go. What's up, KRS? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope all is well with you and hope you're having a wonderful day. 70 for healers. Is it actually 70? What's up, Barmy? How you doing? How are things? They're good. They're good. I heard you got a face cam. You can bet. I've got my peepers peeled for whenever Barmy goes live again. I'm gonna be popping in there. Quick maths. What's quick maths? Oh, the for the healers. Yeah. 1 gem resource boost is back, and I couldn't need it more. It's great. Ciblars or Cibis hablar español. Why am I don't know any Spanish. I apologize. Me no hablan español. There we go. That's my Spanish lesson for the day for you guys. You know what that means? I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. That's the best I got. You go on Twitch? All right, KRS. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch, actually. That is fantastic. And again, I try and stream to 3... I'm actually streaming to 3 different platforms as we speak. We've got Twitch and YouTube alongside Trovo, which formerly was Madcat. If you guys have not already checked me out over on there, feel free to do so. Basically, the more you guys support me over there, the more chances I have to give back to you in the foreseeable future. It's going to be fun. Old and fat, I got the boy band like you do. Yeah, man. Hey, it works, though. It works. You attach a face to the brand, you become recognizable, and then once someone thinks of Barmy, they're like, oh, it's that guy, you know? And then you get recognized in public, and it's great. We know speak Spanish is better. Yes, that much is true. Okay, are there any hits from this war, if anyone from the clans are watching, that were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy? That's another Queen Charge hybrid. I don't want to just watch, are all the triples with Queen Charge hybrid? They might be. Trent got himself a 6-pack. Another Queen Charge hybrid. A lot of these are gonna. We're gonna see a lot of hybrid raids, aren't we? What about this one? Wait, are you a Jonas brother? Nope. Nope. Thank God. Any Lalo triples? Probably not. We saw some OP hits yesterday. For those of you who don't know, we streamed some Karjalan versus Architects. That was also part of the WCL playoffs. That one is on YouTube as we speak right now. Now that was an insane stream. We saw some OP Queen Charge Lalos on that stream. It was fantastic. You know, which actually we have the stats for the war still here. 31 to 42. Kajarlan are firing off at this point. 12 for 28. I should just fix that really quick. Don't worry about it. There we go. Actually, I'll just do that. There we go. Look at me go. Pro streamer. Yeah. 12 for 28 to Architects, 2 to 21. So that's going to be a win for Kajarlan. I don't think, if my maths are correct, yeah, they can't get more than the most triples they could get are 11, and that is if they go perfect. So that's going to be a win for Kajarlan, moving them further along in the bracket. Huge shout out to them. It is well deserved. I mean, they did. Oh my goodness, man! You should have seen some of the triples. They were some sexy hits. Sorry, Dick. No, Barbie, it's fine. You just like the banter. We appreciate the banter. Alright, Barbie, sounds good, man. Enjoy the tea. So you're the night owl. Kind of the night owl. Right now it's 11:22 a.m. for me over in good old Tejas down in North Houston. Fantastic place over there. What's up, Bless? Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. We had 1,000 followers last stream on Twitch. Absolutely insane. Did not think I would get to that point, but here we are. Reinflexing some of those love and KJ unicorn emotes. Gotta love them. Got some KJ action this weekend. I'm hoping to stream. Later, Barmy. Have a good one, man. Hope all is well with you, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening. Yeah, evening. What is it? It would be about what 5:20, 5:30 over there. If my quick maths are right. That's funny. I used to live in the UK, and so I know the time zone conversion fairly well, because obviously I'm from here. So stop saying naughty words. Your demo, we played against each other in the Techo. Yeah. What's up, demo? How you doing? Good to see you. I forget how Jeez, how far did I get in that tournament? I can't even remember. I'll be honest with you. All of my hits for that tournament were done. I was trying to play Rocket League alongside doing the hits for that tournament, so it was very much like 30-second plan hits for me. That was it. Going with it. That's good. That's good. You're just gonna keep calling me boy band, aren't you, Barbie? Yeah, 5:30 p.m. Nice, nice. Is there any Town Hall division in any leagues? I believe there's the featherweight division in NDL. I don't think they moved it to Town Hall 10. I think they kept it Town Hall 9. But if you're looking to join any clans that are doing some Town Hall 9 stuff, maybe not part of leagues, but still taking it fairly seriously, feel free to check out Warbusters. That is my my clan at the moment. I think we capped out on members actually yesterday. And I don't know how, because we constantly have like 15 to 20 people to war, but we have a full clan. I don't know how it works or how that works, but hopefully we'll figure that out and see who we need to boot, who hasn't been active in the past couple of like 6 years. But but yeah, that's the hope. And actually, Warbusters weren't able to win their war yesterday. It was big sad. We lost. They perfect warred us actually. It was pretty brutal. But in all honesty, I mean, I can't fault them. So, some of the guys in there, at least the Town Hall 13, I swear I've seen him around in leagues, that be it CWL, NDL, whatever. The name was recognizable, but yeah. Okay, let me. Yeah. Alrighty. Yes, the Fury Cup has a Town Hall 11. Oh, does the Fury Cup have a Town Hall, or Town Hall 9, not Town Hall 11? That's awesome. Okay, I did not know that. So yeah, Fury Cup. Feel free to check out a couple of clans that participate there. I actually don't know a whole lot about the Fury Cup. I hear a lot about it, but I don't think I've ever seen a stream for it, or like any kind of media hype for it. That could just be because I'm living under a rock, but at the same time, it could just be it isn't streamed a whole lot. I'm not sure. Oh, but I've made a bit of an executive decision for myself when it comes to streaming. as much as I absolutely love the Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 farm. Being a little prick today. God, I love it, man. There we go. We got our first live of the stream. How many minutes in are we? 30 minutes in. Let's go. Let's see what NÖRDIK Impact can defend here, and if aMk can get themselves a second triple, bringing in the Yeti Smash with the bowlers, 4 quakes, and a jump spell. This man is going to open up the entire base. This looks like a very similar base that I built in the past, but slightly different. Starting with the Warden Walk up at 12. Let's see what he's doing here. Warden Walk is meant to simply just clear a nice little funnel for his Yetis that will dive straight in from either this 11 or 2 o'clock side. It's looking like it's going to be 2. He's going to quake the entire core of the base and use that jump spell to open up to get access to the Town Hall. Here comes the Siege Barracks over at the right side by 3. And that's going to go down simply to create an even better funnel for the Yetis going in. Most of these Yeti raids lose or fail because of a poor funnel, and this attacker is making sure that this funnel is most certainly set for his troops moving in. Warden's taking a little bit of damage here, but not the end of the world. Here comes the Ice Golem. Here come the Yetis. King, Bowlers, and the Queen diving straight in here with the Warden. Warden's going to get healed up to full health, and those healers will transition over to the Yetis and Bowlers. At least that's his plan. He's going to have to pop that Warden ability because the Warden is so low. And now that he's popped that ability, he's not going to be able to use it for the Town Hall, which means that the Bowlers are going to... Oh, no, the Bowlers avoided the Town Hall. Crazy. 2 Ice Golems and a Witch coming out of that CC. Not the ideal CC composition for this army to encounter, simply because the Ice Golems, bottom line, just slow the raid down so much that things get stalled in the core and start getting thinned out. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Not the best thing in the world at the moment. Freezing the Eagle, making sure that those blasts don't lock onto any of his troops here. Queen's taking a lot of damage. Last Inferno Tower is going to go down. Didn't need to freeze it there. And now the Queen's going to go down. Bunch of Teslas at the top side. This is going to be a defense. I like the idea, but again, I think he just got a little too spread out in the middle of this base. Although he opened up the entire base, the problem with doing that is that his Yetis and Bowlers spread out way too much and didn't target specific quadrants of the base and just kind of got thinned out. They didn't have the power to push through. That Warden ability might have been a slightly too early there as well. Had he used the Warden ability with a Rage, and the core would have probably powered through and got to the end. What is the custom voice command? I'm getting close to 1,000. Ooh, I don't know. I'm thinking of removing that, but basically you can request your own voice command. But I'm probably going to get rid of that tonight, just because, again, I'm probably going to not do voice commands. Oh, Barman, you crack me up, man. Alright, let's see what we got going here. This is going to be a defense, 71% overall destruction, or total damage, rather. Not going to go through for him. Again, aMk Italian not getting too lucky this war. With only 1 triple so far. Have they gotten close on any of these raids? Let's see. They have a 95, a 90, 96, 93, a 99. So they're getting a little unlucky for some of the raids, but a lot of them are mid-tier 2 stars. Very interesting. They've got, let's see, they have 7 more hits to get at least 4 more triples to tie NÖRDIK Impact. And in all honesty, the percentage game is way too close to decide who's going to win on percentage. Right now, aMk Italian are actually ahead on that overall destruction, but it could change throughout this entire war. It's really it's hard to say whether or not it'll change too much. Once you finish your walls, you check it out. It sounds good. Sounds good. You don't have to be experienced in war. You don't have to be experienced with a specific attack strategy. All you got to have is a non-rush base, and we will teach you the rest. We'll help you out. I have seen some of the worst attackers in the world get turned into some of the best I've ever seen, especially at Tunnel 9. Be back. Your army is ready. Have fun. Good luck raiding. Wish you the best. We got another live going in. Let's see if NÖRDIK Impact can extend their lead here with another triple. You're going to be bringing in the dragons with the clone spell. Something we haven't seen that often this war. We've seen a lot of ground attacks going in, mainly with the Yeti Smash and the Queen Charge Hybrid. But now we're seeing a Sui hero into the dragons. Going to start with a World Champion with a giant out front to tank just a little bit. Going to freeze that Inferno Tower, allowing for that Royal Champion to step up and nab this Inferno and get it out of the way for the raid. World Champion has done her job, and we'll get a little bit extra here before going down. She's going to grab the Wizard Tower as well. Here comes the Blimp from the bottom side. Main goal is to grab that multi and get it out of the way, and not only do that, but also create a very nice funnel for the Dragons that will move into this base later in the raid. E-Dragon's coming out. I'm really questioning this clone spot here because, in all honesty, all he got there was the Eagle. He could have done that without a clone spell. Nice burn base. Hey man, just showing the lives. You know how it is. Streaming. Here come the Dragons. They're going to be coming in from the 4 o'clock side, and they're going to be going straight in towards this single target Inferno. And now at this point, all the Inferno towers are gone, and the Eagle is gone. But now these Dragons are going to run into a sweeper diving into this Town Hall. Here comes the King and the Queen up at this top side, and their main goal here is to actually deal with the enemy Queen, who is up at this top side. Clan Castle has not come out yet, and I'm guessing he knows that it's possibly a Lava Hound or a damage CC, or sorry, not a damage CC, a tank CC, and it is a tank CC. We got a Dragon and an Ice Golem in there. Dragon's just barely out of that rage spell, misplaced it ever so slightly, and that might cost him here. Doesn't have any more free spells to freeze that Town Hall. Can he get it down before the Warden ability wears off? It's looking like he's going to. E-Dragon will get a couple of nice chains on it and take it down. But now with 2 scatter shots left alive and an entire back end, plus the air defense, he's going to come just short here. Oh no. It was looking so good, but moving into the Town Hall compartment, his Dragons spread out too much, and that misplaced rage spell didn't clip the Dragons the way he needed them to. It's gonna be a defense. I don't think, I mean, at least I think so. Despite all these Expos being on ground, I don't think he's gonna have enough to get through this. Baby Dragon's gonna take down the enemy Dragon, but that's gonna be it for this raid. 75% 2-star, definitely not terrible percentage, but at this point, NÖRDIK are gonna be looking for some triples to extend their lead. They're already ahead by 4 triples. Let's see if they can do it even more. Rated, yo, what's up? What's up, Rated? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, you mean this base is burned months ago? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we've seen a couple of I've seen a couple of people pop in here and talk about how bases have been burned, especially yesterday for the Kajarlan stream. That was pretty bad. They got 9 out of, I think it was 12 triples. This is the stats for their war right now. They are 12 for 29. Yeah. But I'm not going to lie. Not too impressed with aMk's hit rate this war. They're definitely not having their war. And in a playoff situation, you know this is the time that you really can't have wars like these. But we'll see if they make a few adjustments to their final 7 attacks. War's not over just yet. Maybe they're saving their best attackers for last to come in and pull up some awesome 3-stars. 1 for 22, right? I know. It's not great. It's really not great. I could make a joke about King Jeffrey, but I won't. rated nose. But yeah, it's not great. It's not great, and especially in a playoff war, it's not the result you want to be putting up. That much is for sure. But yeah. Oh geez, I just realized there's so much sugar in this coffee. Jeez. Drinking a nice cup of coffee. It's about 11:30 in the morning for me. A bit of an early start to this stream. But you know how we love it. We gotta love these streams. Let me go ahead and do something really, really quick. I'm gonna update the bracket and go ahead and post it for you guys because we do know the winner of the Kajarlan versus Architects War, and that will be Kajarlan. They're gonna be moving on to the second round with a formidable 12 for 29 at the moment. They have one more hit. I don't know if the war's over yet. I don't have a timer for the war. But yeah, that's gonna be a win for them. So good job to them. Mag, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay. 10 p.m. up, or 10 p.m. here. Nice. Okay, let me go ahead and update something real quick. Where is it? There we go. Kajarlan. Oh! I apologize. I covered the Kajarlan War yesterday versus Monsters. I said earlier in this stream that I didn't know the that I didn't know what was going on with that, but yeah. What's up, Creaking Clash? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We got Flavio. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are having a fantastic morning, evening, night, wherever you're at in the world. Hope everything is going well. I hope you're staying safe. Or, goodness, I can't even speak. Hope you're staying safe. It's important, especially now. All right. Here we go. Okay. I just noticed I didn't have the chat pulled up. Sweet. All right. Let's go ahead and see. So far we haven't seen a triple live just yet, but we did have this go in a bit earlier before I started streaming by Nordic Impact. Again, not seeing some crazy impressive results from this war. I mean, in all honesty, it's hard to top what happened yesterday. I mean, we saw a crazy amount of triples to start the war. It was fantastic. You gonna cover the LP4 war tomorrow? Planning. I'm planning to. That's the hope. I don't know what time it is actually. I have no clue. That's the only issue with it. But yes, needless to say, I do plan on covering that. Nice, Rian. It starts 6 p.m. EST today. Oh, really? Oh. Rated, thank you so much for letting me know, because I'm going to get in contact with me, like, after this stream, and we're going to set that up, and we're going to do it. I forgot it was today. I thought it was tomorrow. but that works. That's good. We'll cover the first couple of hours for that one as well. Again, you got to love the people over at LP4. They're a part of the King Jeffrey Prague family. So yeah, we're gonna be showing that one. Absolutely. Thank you for informing me about that one. I completely forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie. I have a basically I have a calendar for the wars that I'm gonna cover, and I actually didn't add this one to that calendar because I wasn't sure whether or not I was gonna be able to stream it. But now I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. I don't know about EST, but it's like 6 hours of prep left. Must be today. Okay, 6 hours of prep. That'll be about 6:30 p.m. CST for me. So about 7:30 p.m. start, 7:30 p.m. EST start for them. I'll get in contact with me and get that all sorted out, and we'll get some overlays done and have some fantastic artwork for you guys to look at, as well as some crazy stat board and whatnot. But yeah, I've got plenty of time to set that one up. After this war, gonna go straight into doing the work for that and hopefully getting that one set up. Are you in that war, Rated? Are we going to see some sexy Queen Charge Lalos from you? This is a very, very close hit, but got it done. World Champion just barely snagging that Inferno. Nice job. Nice job. Yeah, nice. I can imagine, though, we won't see any Town Hall 13s at the start. Although, okay, is Gladiator isn't dip, right? It's not dip. There's no dipping in Gladiator. But there is scouting. It was invite that is dip, and then gladiator is no dip, right? I think so. I think that's what it is. Envy always in. Yeah, dude. Honestly, okay. One thing that blew my mind, right, is I don't know if you saw it. You were in the Techo tourney. You know how many people asked to be moved because you were in the upper bracket? Like there were like 4 people like move me down. Like I don't want to go up against Raiden, and I was like. But guys, it's part of the tournament. Like, stop complaining about your seeding. Like, it's the point. And then, you know, of course, you got knocked out first round, and everyone looks stupid. It's just like, bro, why are you guys complaining about the bracket? Just play the game. It was ridiculous, man. I was just kind of sat there like, man, you guys are out here acting all scared. Like, look, relax. It's a 1v1 tournament. Literally, one small mistake, and the most rated player in the world gets knocked out of the tournament. What's up, Flexi? Who are these clans? This is aMk Italian and Nordic Impact. They play for the WCL, or not, the WCL Elite. Not super well-known clans. The league is literally no triples from 4 days. Having those off days, it's okay. Don't worry. You're just you're revving up speeds that way in the LP4 war. You can get yourself a 6-pack. That's the goal, right? Yeah. But no, these are two not fairly well-known clans. The WCL itself doesn't really house super well-known clans. In all honesty. It's kind of it's hard to say. It's like I don't want to call it a lower tier league because we're still seeing some good competition, but it's like lesser known, you know, and it's more for the Eastern clans in the world. So as you can see, aMk Italian, pretty straightforward. They are an Italian clan. Nordic Impact from, I guess, France, but they are alliance with S&T Elite. So, you know, there's that. Are you playing in this? No, I am not playing in this war. I'm just casting it for the WCL. Right now, we're taking a look at the, this is the playoffs for the WCL Elite. This is the first season that WCL actually does an Elite division, which is 15v15, all Town Hall 13. For anyone who's looking to get into leagues with their clan, like all Town Hall 13, this is the league I would recommend you apply to, especially if you're brand new to the competitive scene, simply because, hey, it's a good place to start out. It's a good place to learn. I'll give you an example. Royal Redcoats, this is their first league season, and they've applied for the WCL, and they've been doing that one. They got knocked out in the first round. Just barely didn't have the triples to get through. But at the same time, it's just been such a good learning experience for them that someday they might be prepared to do some CWL Elite, which is granted much higher tier and lots more clans involved. But at the moment, this is what we're looking like for the brackets. Nordic Impact versus aMk Italian. That's the war we're streaming right now. Too Late for Stop is participating in this league. They were able to beat Holger, and they are moving on. They had a formidable performance there. 41 stars. Some OP hits from them. Blue Clashers versus Reparte Tetica. Yeah. Blue Clashers got the win. Night Riders versus War Hunters. War Hunters got the win. Kerala Dragons versus Pinoy. And Reddit Misfits versus Pigados. That is tomorrow. We're going to be doing that one. RRC versus NBS. NBS were able to pick up the win there. And then the Kajarlan versus Monsters War. We know the result. Kajarlan are going to move on with a fantastic 12-4-30 so far. Is it possible for Warbusters to get involved with these tournaments? Right now, the answer is no. But might be different in the future, and mainly that's because Warbusters runs Town Hall they run Town Hall 9s through 13s. If we want to get involved with leagues, we can only run Town Hall 11s through 13s. That's the bottom line for it. Or just apply to a low tier CWL league like King Jeffrey, and you have the opportunity to play some very good clans. Fluxy throwing some shade already. Oh my, in all honesty, I can't refute it. I can't get mad because you're right. We had the worst season ever. It was not good, and there's no excuses for our performance. We did poorly. I mean, that's it. You guys can throw. See, that's one thing that I think a lot of players in Clash don't take a look back and like think about. Is like, obviously people like to trash talk, and I think people take it too much to heart. It's like, bottom line, Fluxy just took a dig at King Jeffrey, and is he wrong? No. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? I mean, obviously there's a level of like, okay, be respectful. You can throw a jab here and there, but like, don't go crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. It happened. We had a terrible season, and needless to say, we're going to be stepping back, reevaluating the clan, practicing a little bit more, and maybe taking a couple of different approaches when it comes to next season. We ideally want to get a little bit more involved with the CWL esports side of things, as well as the ESL. I'm looking to arrange a couple of teams to try and get that one going, because I really do want to heavily focus our clan to that as well, because I believe the more successful we are at 5v5s, the more we'll be able to draw in people to actually play in these larger breakdowns. I'll be right back. I'm going to go change my name to the correct spelling. Sounds good. Let's go SMG. I believe this is SMG. Right here on Nordic Impact. Hence the logo right there. Again, I don't know I don't know all the info about these clans, who they're playing with and whatnot. Problem is, you all went to Town Hall 12 too early without enough good players and never recruited well enough. I think that is what it comes down to, Fluxy. In all honesty, I actually joined in December of last year, so I'm fairly new. Well, no, it might have been earlier. It might have been October of last year. So I'm fairly new to King Jeffrey. I've been keeping an eye on them for a long time, but I was fairly new to them when I hopped in. But I think that is a part of what it is that we had a lot of people move up to Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 13 without actually properly learning the attacks and stuff like that. King Jeffrey used to be a solid mixed breakdown, and their 12s were always a level below the rest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think you're right there, Fluxy, in all honesty. And really the only way of improving is more activity. And I'll be honest. I will be perfectly honest. First war that we had versus Hello For Now was incredible. It was fantastic. We got so unlucky and unfortunate and just couldn't go through. We were so close to picking up a win and carrying out so much momentum driving forward into the season. But in all honesty, I feel like after that war, we saw so many people just pull back like, well, we tried our hardest, so what's the point of trying our hardest again? Because we tried our hardest and we still lost. And obviously, I can't speak for the whole clan. I really can't, because I'm an individual person myself, and I don't know what my other clanmates are thinking. But when it comes to my thinking and my mindset behind it, is I haven't performed my best. I really haven't. And it's not like I'm not trying either. I definitely take time to plan my hits, work things over, and figure things out. But at the same time, you know, you can speak for Rated. Yeah, Rated, I mean, Rated left King Jeffrey because, you know, we just weren't performing, which I can't fault him for it. You know, in all honesty, he's looking for a clan that he can keep up with, which is, that's fair. He can do what he wants, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll improve as time goes on, and it really does just come down to practice. We need to practice more. Too many times, it's tough because a lot of the members, we don't have a dedicated set. You know what I mean? A lot of us have been, I don't want to say busy, but just people haven't had enough dedication to Clash. That's what I feel like, at least. Like, there's not a whole lot of collaboration when it comes to actually improving as a clan overall, because the way we improve as a clan overall is by improving at our own individual selves. So areas that we lack, we try and get better at. So yeah, but I've been keeping tabs with King Jeffrey for a very, very long time, and I still remember back in the day when they were in the CWL Invite in the playoffs for that one. It was a big deal. I mean, they were bombing it. They were doing great. Which, in all honesty, it's fair that they wanted to move to All Town All 13. That's where the pro leagues are at right now. What's up, Harmon? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for the follow. Problem with family clans that do elite and mix is that the very best players in the mixed clans virtually never play in the elite clan. That's very true. Very, very true. By the way, who asked you that he don't want to play against me? I don't know what you're referring to there, Rated. You're talking to Fluxy? Probably talking to Fluxy. We're going to go ahead and pop up this triple by Trent here. It was a nice queen charge into the hybrid. Got a hand to the attacker here. He did well. Got it done. It's just very monotone music. I don't like this one. There we go. We got a lot of custom war music here for you guys. Some pretty good stuff. I plan on getting a few more as time goes on as well. Should be good. Looking forward to it. Some people asked to not play against me. Yeah, there were a couple people who were like, move me lower in the bracket. I don't want to go up against Rated. And everyone was like, oh my God, Rated. He's so scary. No, I don't want to play him. And I'm like, guys, just relax. It's like, look, I know he's good. Like, don't get me wrong, he's pretty good. But like, it's a 1v1 tournament. Like, do you know what that means? Like, literally, I mean, here's the bottom line with those. Is this true? It is. It is. You can go back and, oh, well, I don't think you can go back and watch the stream, but people were like, no, move me lower. I don't want to go up against Rated. It was ridiculous, man. I'm just like, it's a 1v1 tournament, you know? Anything can happen. One small thing could go wrong and someone could get knocked out. I think Rated, didn't your queen go down early or like die through the ability on your raid? I think so. I think that's what happened. There's only one person I'd not want the same side of the bracket for. Who would that be? In all honesty, I think over time, as the prize pool gets increased, we're just going to see better and better players for that tournament. So huge props to Techo there running those tournaments. Didn't we just watch this raid? I think we just watched that raid. I'm sorry. I'm burning this base to crap right now. We'll go ahead and show off aMk's triple again. Alrighty. I mean, we've seen some pretty good 13v13s this war so far, but again, I mean, you can't fault either of these clans. Of course, when you get up to this level in the playoffs, you're gonna run the best bases you've got, and so far, aMk not having any luck with some of NÖRDIK IMPAKT's bases here. You had no good bases for round one, and you missed the Archer Queen ability. Exactly, yeah. And see, that's the thing, is like, does that one raid reflect your skill as a player? Absolutely not, but it happens. Everyone has those raids. Even the pro players sometimes, you know, have those kinds of raids. It's part of the game. That's what makes the game competitive, and that's what makes it, I don't want to say fair, that's probably not the, that's what makes it intense and exciting to watch, is that anything can happen. The base did better top 200 legends than versus Scorpion Monkeys. Yeah, your troll base. You know, I gotta hand it to you though. You had the guts to run it, and for that I shall give you credit. Legends, people can't delete their 6 spells for extra rages. Exactly. That's exactly true. People go in with preset loadouts and are like, okay, I'm ready to go, but then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I guess I can't change it because people stole my name, sad face. What were you going to change your name to? Most of the time it gets hit with hybrid, it's a 1-star. Yeah. I mean, those kinds of bases is how it works. We got a live. Oh boy! SMG looking to go in and get themselves another triple and extend their lead here. We saw this base get a little bit earlier, I believe. Not on this stream, but I saw this one get hit earlier today. Going to start with a Yeti blimp over this Inferno Tower. It's going to be close to get this Inferno Tower here. Will these Yetis bounce, or will the Yeti Mites bounce up and nab it? They will. Not going to use a rage spell. Very, very nice use of the Yeti blimp. Didn't need to waste a rage to grab the Inferno Tower. Got exactly what he wanted. And he was able to grab the Tornado Trap. And now we're going to see the Queen come in at this bottom side with the healers. And her goal is to walk upwards here and set a nice funnel for the hybrid. And I'm guessing he's going to get his King over in this 3 o'clock side to clear some of those buildings, and the hybrid straight in from 4. We'll see how this raid progresses and see if that's what the attacker is looking to do here. Queen's going to be moving through. She's not in really any high damage areas at the moment. Still has one more loon. Probably going to use it as a Coco loon. Going to lure out the Clan Castle with 2 Hog Riders. Very nice play there. Here comes the here comes the Miners from 9. Interesting play. I don't fully understand that one, but let's see what this attacker has in mind. I see. He wants to try and get those Miners and Hogs in front of that Inferno Tower before the Queen encounters it here. Oh no, the archers have actually gone outside of the poison, and now the enemy Queen's picking off the friendly Queen. He's going to be forced to use the ability here in a minute. Not ideal, and all those max damage shots are going to go off on the archers. Not ideal there. Now he's got a lot of damage going in on this hybrid. Needs to pop the Warden ability to save his Hog Riders. He doesn't. He loses a stack of them. Oh no, this raid was going well, but man, he's just taking so much damage near these scatter shots. The Miners are still alive. They're still doing fine, but the Ice Golem freezes. There's the Warden ability, but it's too late. Doesn't have enough to get through the Town Hall here. Still has a Rage and Heal. He might actually still get through the Town Hall. No, he doesn't. The Miners get absolutely vaporized. You hate to see it. It was going well, but I question that hybrid placement there. Although it saves the Queen, it was a bit late on the Warden there. Could have saved all of the Hog Riders and had them move in. But those 2 scatter shots, too much damage for the hybrid to handle. It's going to be a 1-star. Nice try, but not going to go through. I am ready. I need CC. His army camp's full change. Yeah. It's almost as bad as 2019 rated. Got another live going in. Let's see if aMk can respond with a triple of their own. Let's see what's going on. This raid is going through. It's not going to go through. Really, really nice try. It's going to be an 89. We'll go ahead and watch this one back in just a moment, just so we can see what happened. It's a 90%. Decent percentage, but again, percentage is not what aMk need at this point. They need themselves some triples to get back in this one. They've got, how many hits do they have left? They have, oh no, they have 6 hits, and they need at least 4 triples to at least tie on the triples with Nordic Impact. It's going to be very, very close. I'm ready. Yeah, honestly, Fluxy, I was getting really annoyed with people that tournament. It was just, I feel like people were trying to be dodgy to try and get the advantage when it's like, it's a 1v1 tournament. I get it's for money, but have fun. Stop being an idiot. War's about to start for us. Hopefully everything goes good. I wish you the best of luck in that war, Stickman. Hope it goes well. And hope you get some fantastic triples there. The trick to enjoy the tournament is to do it for fun. Exactly. You know what I was going to do, Fluxy, for my was I in the quarterfinals? I think I was in the quarterfinals. I don't know. I can't even remember. I think I was in the one before the quarterfinals. But yeah, what I did, I was going to actually run an 8 healer Warden plus Queen Walk into Yetis. It was going to be amazing. Like, did you see the base I ran? That's true. You're going to Queen Charge Lalo, but you had your Legends army cooked. Yeah, that's fair. It happens. Let's see. See what's up, Pick. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. It is much appreciated. What's up, JD? How you doing? Good to see you back streaming. Thank you so much. It is an absolute blast. We're having fun. We've got some good stuff in store for you guys today. I have been informed by an absolutely beautiful soul that we've got some LP4 action tonight. So you can bet I'm going to be looking to get involved with that. I'm going to have to communicate with a few people first, just to make sure that other people aren't planning to cover the war, because if they are, I'm not going to stream it realistically. Although I love to spread the media action for these wars. Ideally, if someone else is streaming the war, I'm not gonna stream it, because I'd rather watch them and farm. But you wish you could donate, but you're broke. Hey man, don't have to donate at all. It is completely I almost said mandatory, which is not the right word, but it is completely unnecessary. You don't have to. Again, the way you can help support me is simply by staying here, sticking around, maybe chatting a little bit, enjoying the stream, and maybe even spreading it to your friends. You never know. I would encourage that. If you got a couple of friends who enjoy the game, you know, you got a friend, a mom, a dad, a dog, I don't care, whoever. If they play Clash and they enjoy some Clash Clans content, hey, get them over here. Enjoy some awesome Town Hall 13 content. This one actually came very, very close, but again, thinned out near the back end there, just kind of lost momentum in the middle. You can sub again in 26 days? Awesome. We actually, okay, we had a hype train the other day, and we had Clashing with the Devil and Clash of Styles go a little bit crazy and allow us to unlock that second emote slot. So huge shout out to them. We've got those two beautiful emotes there. I plan on replacing the love emote with something else because I finally figured out how to do bit exclusive emotes. And so what I'm going to do is basically, depending on the amount of bits you've donated to the channel, you can use a specific emote. And I plan on having an entire list of nothing but emojis, but they're oranges that look exactly like that. Right now we have 3 that I have done. It's that one, it's the kiss one, you know, like the kissy face emoji is that one, and then the heart eyes one. Those 3 are going to go on the bit badges. So basically, if you donate bits to the channel, you'll have access to those emotes. I think I'm going to do like 1 at 100, 1 at 1,000, 1 at 5K, and so on and so forth. I think anything below 100, I mean, there's no point of doing that because, you know, my dogs love to play Clash of Clans. Exactly. See, there you go. Get him some, get him over here. I'm sure they would love it. All right, 1 hour and 7 minutes left to go. 6 hits left to go for aMk Italian. They need to realistically see some triples. If they cannot get at least 4 more triples, they're going to lose this war. Let's see, how many more attempts do they have? They have 3 attempts. If they go 0 for 3, the war is going to be over. Or if Nordic Impact get themselves another triple, they would only further extend their league. And you gotta look at it the way it is. Right now, Nordic Impact very clearly ahead. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and ask you guys, who do you think will win? Do you think aMk will get the win? Or do you think SMG, I'm just gonna say SMG, do you think SMG will get themselves the win? Feel free to place your votes there. Right now, I think it's very obvious what it looks like. aMk Italian, bit behind at the moment. However, they can still do it. They can still do it. They can come back. Let's see. You smell comeback? What's up, XB? Good to see you, man. What are your streaming goals for 2020? Oh boy, I plan on streaming a lot more League Clash. And what I mean by that is wars exactly like this. I did 2 farming streams last week, and it was the most boring streams I've had in a very long time. Although they were fun, I was staying excited, upbeat. Realistically, I'm just farming accounts and just doing the same farm attacks over and over again. And it gets boring after a while. What I really love this game for is the war aspect side of it. So I'm going to be trying to stream as many wars as I can. And here we go. We got a live. Can Nordic Impact extend that lead and get themselves another triple? We got a queen charge into the hybrid. Let's see what he's going to be doing here. We're going to start with a couple of loons over in at this archer tower to do a bit of Coco looning. Then we've got the the blimp diving straight in here towards this Inferno tower. Will he get it down? Drops the rage spell. Yetis are going to go straight for it. One of the Yetis gets sprung. Going to get the Expo alongside the Inferno. I would argue he didn't need that rage there, but drops it anyway, making sure he gets the Inferno. And here comes the queen from the bottom side. Now her goal is going to be to walk all the way up to this town hall and take it down. And we might see the hybrid coming from this side. Let's see what happens as this raid progresses. Here comes the healers. They're going to go straight in. Keep that queen healthy. She's taking a little bit of damage here, but it's not going to be a huge deal. She'll still move through. Drops a rage. Didn't need that rage spell at all right there. I see why he dropped it because the world champion, but at the same time, he could have waited for that rage spell. And there's the queen on the outside. So a bit of a swag rage going into the raid. Not ideal. However, it's not raid over. It's perfectly fine. He's still moving just fine. Goodness. Queen is going to take a little bit of damage from this world champion, but absolutely no worries. Still going to be moving through, and she's eventually going to go for that town hall. Now, she will get locked onto by the single as she moves into the town hall. This attacker only has 1 free spell. I don't know why he used it there. Interesting usage of the spells on this raid, and this actually may end up costing him the 3 later on. Didn't need to use that freeze at all, but opts in to use it anyway, so we're seeing a misplaced freeze and a misplaced rage. so far as this raid goes on. And really, this queen just kind of stepped up and grabbed the town hall, and she'll wrap around with the miners and hogs moving in. Here come the hogs from the bottom side with the royal champion and the warden king moving in on the left side of the hogs to create a bit of a funnel. Needs to pop that king ability to get the king moving. Pops the warden ability early. That's a good play, especially with going straight into the scatter shot here. Drops a heal, so that way the warden, whenever the warden's aura basically fades away, you've got that healing power for the miners and hogs. CC will come out. It's going to be a hound CC, so he knows that he didn't want to lure it out during the queen charge, because he just wants that lava hound to sit in the skies and do absolutely nothing. Have his miners thinned out? It's hard to tell. In the middle, lava hound gets popped by something. I think it was the royal champion. Queen's moving through here. Scattershot taking some hits at the healers. He's thinning out just a little bit. Does he still have a chance here? Queen ability has been used, but the royal champion ability still stands. Forced to use it here. Going to take down the sweepers. Does he still get this one here? Oh my. It's going to be really close, but I don't think he's going to get it. Wow. He's not going to get it. And now I would even argue this raid, if he would have executed those spells better, would have gotten this. He probably didn't need... No, it's not that he probably didn't. He didn't need the freeze. Didn't need the freeze and didn't need the first rage at all. Could have possibly used those for the hybrid to kind of push through the enemy queen. But the spells did cost him the raid here. 7 seconds. Even if his queen got there, it's going to be a 99. It's close. You got to give him that. But again, I would even argue it'd be even closer. And by even closer, I mean a 3-star if those spells were used a bit differently. So I think Nordic Impact are going to take a look at this raid, look at the spells, kind of change things around a little bit, and see maybe we can adjust the spell placement and then go in from there. Master Gaming over on on Trovo. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I do appreciate you for tuning in. Let's see what we got going here. A couple of loons moving in. We got Nordic Impact going straight in with a different raid. We've got another queen charge into the hybrid. Here comes the king from the bottom side at about 9 o'clock. Going to do a bit of funneling as well as the baby dragon up by 10. And here comes the queen straight in the middle. Again, queen charge hybrid moving in. Going to wait to drop the healers for now. Doesn't want them to target the king and then switch away and allow the queen to die. He's going to pop that king ability, get that king away from the queen. And before he drops the healers, he's going to make sure that the queen's taking damage, so that way the healers don't go towards the barbarian king. Now, he's moving in just fine. Going to get a super wall break into the town hall compartment. Looking pretty good. Rewatch the freeze. I will. He's going to have to freeze the enemy queen here. It's looking pretty good. This is a very, very strong start to this queen charge. Going to be able to move in here and grab this town hall. Healers are taking absolutely no damage. Can he get this town hall down before the archers target the queen? He does. Fantastic stuff by his queen here. Here comes the siege barracks from the bottom side with the king. Going to go ahead and clear out a couple of buildings at the 6 o'clock side and then dive straight in with the hybrid at, I'm guessing, about the 7 o'clock side. That's the goal. She was locked onto to the town hall, so the inferno would have burned her up. I don't think so, Flexi. I don't think so. We'll look over it in a little bit. What's up, Rambo? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Rambo, another fantastic streamer in the Clash community. I believe so, right? Right? Or am I thinking a different person? I'm thinking of Rambo. He's live right now. Yeah, never mind. Apologies. Rambo, not a streamer, but still a fantastic fellow himself. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Popping out some of those time to clash emotes. The cheers emotes. Gotta love them. His hybrid's moving through here. It's looking pretty good. Queen ability still in hand. Plus the royal champion ability has a heal spell. That scattershot going to do some crazy damage to this hybrid. Drops the heal, but I would argue it's a little too late. And those hog riders are going to start taking some massive damage here. Wow, he's leaving 2 scattershots up at the back end. Royal champion will dive through and take down a couple of buildings. Healers do switch to the hybrid, but then switch back because all the miners get evaporated here. Oh my, it's getting really, really close, but I think he's going to get this one here. Queen ability in hand. Royal champion ability also in hand. No spells left to go. 1 archer in the pocket. He's going to get this one here. And that's going to be an extended lead for Nordic Impact. Really nice triple. Not me, different guy. He's the fake one. I love it. Love it. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. And that's going to be a triple for Nordic Impact, extending their lead even further. Wow. Very, very nice job here. Now let's see. aMk Italian. 6 hits left to go. 1 for 24 at the moment. aMk Italian are going to have to pull in some crazy, crazy 3 stars to pick up the win here. Their raid, or their lead, a bit shrunk there. And they almost got tripled twice, actually. And I would argue this base is going to get tripled. Okay, let's watch this free spell in the town hall. Oh, never mind. We're not watching any replays. We got another live going in. Nordic Impact looking to swing again. going in on Snow White. Let's see what they can get done here. Going to start with a Yeti Blimp at the bottom side. We're seeing a lot of Queen Charge Hybrid today. Blimp is going to take a Seeking Air Mine, but the Yetis will drop down, not using the Rage Spell. Really nice identification here. His Yetis will still be able to get the town or get the Inferno Tower without having to worry about things. He drops the healers too early, so they're going to go in and target the Yetis. Needed to wait just a couple seconds longer for the healers to go in, and already this raid is not going to plan. Needs to freeze that air defense to save the healers. He does. And now this queen has to lightning bolt straight towards the air defense, and he notices it. He needs to rage that queen up to keep her moving. Drops the king a little bit early here. It's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not smooth. Wall breakers, will they get the wall break? They're not going to. The scatter shot's going to take out the rest of them. Oh, this is not going the attacker's way at all. Couple of misfires here, just a little bit. Let's see what he's got going. The healers are getting locked on too by the scatter. It's not going the attacker's way at all this raid. And I think it fell apart once he dropped those healers a little too early. However, it's not the end of the raid. Still has a chance here. But you got to hand it to the defender here. I mean, the base building is fantastic. And then, again, it's also the execution. Not great. aMk Italian not looking too good. I would agree. But then again, Nordic Impact hitting hits like these. It's a bit rough. Oh, drops the miners early without the warden. So they're going to go down early. Oh, no. This raid has completely fallen apart. I'm going to bounce out of that. He rage quits. He knows nothing's going to come out of that one. Is this KG's feeder clan? No. Our feeder clan's better than this. If we had one, but... Alright, let's go ahead and watch that raid back, Flexi, if we get the time to. And see what we're running with. Nope, that's not it. It is... this one. Alright. Let's see what we got going. What's up, TGG? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so first off, the first rage spell completely wasted. Didn't really do much for him. Didn't need it. Right there, didn't need that rage spell. Queen wasn't in high damage at all. It was perfectly fine. And then up here, okay, this is where the free spell gets used. Okay, so Queen's not locked onto right now. Not locked onto. Not locked onto. She wasn't locked onto at all. Like, it was a hog rider. Queen got through the town hall and then ran away from the Inferno. He could have saved the free spell and froze the town hall as well. So, yeah, he didn't need the freeze, I don't think. Could have burned the ability and saved the freeze for the hybrid. Because, realistically, why would you save your queen ability? Like, what is your queen supposed to get after this? Because she can't get the scatter shot. There's no way to go into that. She's just going to walk around and get trashed. So, it's not worth it to use the freeze. You'd rather just use the ability and let the queen do her thing. So, he could have used that freeze on, say, the scatter shot in the middle that absolutely destroyed his hog riders. Because it happens sometimes, you know. It is what it is. 56 minutes left to go. 9 hits from Nordic Impact. And we've got 6 left to go from aMk Italian. What is the poll looking like? SMG with 5 votes to 1 for aMk Italian. And again, I mean, it makes sense. You know, you're looking at the score, looking at the results at the moment. SMG clearly coming out on top in terms of their raids so far, at least during this stream. And when you look at the statistics-wise, not the best day for aMk Italian. That much is for sure. But yeah. Just want to take a second to explain the stats a little bit more. So the 1 stars and 2 stars, those are the total 1 star and 2 star raids throughout the entire war. It's not the bases that they have 1 star or 2 stars, or 1 star or 2 starred. It's simply just the amount of 2 star or 1 star attacks that each clan had. War doesn't look good. It does not. It does not look good for aMk Italian, Rob. Not gonna lie, but welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're doing well. We've got some fun action for you guys today. Oh boy, it's gonna be great. We got some WCL Elite today, or this morning, and then tonight gonna be running into some King Jeffrey, or not some King Jeffrey, some LP4 action. Who are they versus? It's Sech, right? They're up against Sech. It's gonna be a good war. Again, Sech, one of the Japanese clans. They're pretty tough. Needless to say, they've got some pretty fantastic attackers in there. That much is for sure. Rated. Are we gonna see a 13v13 early? Are you gonna go for it? Would be funny. You have 4,169 gems. Is it worth at a Tunnel 9 to buy a dark room for 3,000 gems? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It is the biggest waste of gems ever. In all honesty, I mean, you could think about how many times you could boost your barracks to farm up to get Dark Elixir with those gems. It's not worth it. It's not. It's such a terrible waste. Don't do it. Save those gems for buying training potions and whatnot that you can then boost your troops with. That's the goal. But yeah, no. When it comes to the no, when it comes to the Dark Runes, man, like they're just, if they were maybe 1,000 gems, okay, maybe they'd be worth it, but 3,000, no way. Rob, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. It is greatly appreciated. Welcome into the channel. I don't know. Some people could probably butt in with their own opinions here, but I personally think it's the biggest waste of gems on the planet. I don't think you're getting enough out of it. Oh boy, this is going to be a tight finish. Let's go ahead and take a look at the league's bracket at the moment. We're just keeping up with it as we go on. We'll go ahead and go over the standings here. So the Kajarlan versus Monsters War. At the moment, we do know that Kajarlan are moving on to the quarterfinals. They're going to be going up against Nos Bellum Sumus. Kajarlan are looking pretty strong, though, in their war against Monsters. They did fairly well. 12 for 29 raids at the moment. We can look at the stats and see if they got their last raid in. The Reddit Misfits versus Pagado's War and the Kerala Dragons versus Pinoy. That will be tomorrow. Oh, we've got a live. No time to look at these raids because we got to go straight in here. See if they can go in and extend their lead even further and put it out of sight for aMk Italian. Going to start by luring a Hog Rider out and then leading the clan, or sorry, he's going to start by luring the Clan Castle out with a Hog Rider and then luring it to the bottom side here for the Queen to deal with before the raid even starts. Really nice stuff. Any good deal in Trader and Training Potions? Let's see. Any good deal in Trader is Training Potions if you really need it, but even then it's a waste. Yeah, I would agree. In all honesty, I always buy the Training Potions because it's cheaper than boosting the barracks, especially at Town Hall 13. But Training Potion, I would argue, is the only real like deal you get out of the Trader, at least as far as I'm concerned. And maybe the Hero Book, but that's about it. Yeah, Training Potions and Books of Heroes are worth it. This Queen charge, taking its sweet time, taking down the Clan Castle, moving through, looking pretty good. Now let's see what he's got going. Queen is going to take a couple of shots from this Archer Tower, but she's really in a non-damaged position at the moment. She's going to be perfectly fine for a while. Once she encounters those Expos, we'll probably see a Rage spell could drop down. Now, is this Queen meant to grab the Town Hall? And I would argue no. With the way she's pathing right now, she might actually dive straight into this channel here, rather than bounce to the outside of this base. His main goal is to get her away from that single, so the hope is that she doesn't walk in like a dummy and go for the single. Dropping the Super Wall Breaker in towards the Expo compartment. Really nice wall break here. Now this Queen's going to dive straight into where he needs her to be, and here comes the Hybrid into the Town Hall. I don't really fully understand the Hybrid placement for some of these raids. Breaks open the wall for the Queen to step up and grab the Town Hall, but then sends the Hybrid straight in. I don't fully get it. I don't know what the whole goal is for that. Going to freeze the Town Hall, but not the Scatter Shot. Not the best placement there. I would argue he didn't need that heal spell early. He could have used just the Warden. Going to pop that Warden ability early to save the Hog Riders. There it is. Hog Riders will stay alive just a little bit longer. Dive through the Town Hall, and now the Queen is in the core. Healers are getting locked onto by the single. I really don't like the Hybrid pathing on this. I don't think this one's going to go through. I think there's just a bit too much at the back end. Despite having the Queen and Royal Champion ability, with only one heal spell, all of his Hybrid is gone. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this Hybrid deployment here, and I think that cost him the raid, and I think he knows it. This is not going to go through. I personally, I don't understand why you would go in with the Queen charge for the Town Hall and then send in the Hybrid in front of the Queen. Personally, I would have sent the Hybrid in from maybe over here to get rid of the single and have the Queen deal with the Town Hall, because from this compartment, can't she reach the Town Hall? Oh, no, she can't. It's 5 tiles. Ooh. Well, in that case, then why Queen charge this compartment? What do you get out of it? I don't fully understand the plan there, but it's going to be a defense for aMk Italians, exactly what they need for now. Why super walk there if you're going to hybrid the Town Hall? Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Very interesting attack there. Still gets 80%. Gotta hand it to him. Decent percentage, but still. I'm not a fan of that plan. We got another raid going in. Lucy, let's see what he can do here. Whether or not he can get himself a 3-star. Looking at a Queen charge into the hybrid. And here we go. We're seeing a bit of a different play. We saw this raid a little bit earlier. Doesn't use the free spell and saves the raid spell. This is exactly what we needed to see from the last raid. Here we go. Queen is going to be, or the hybrid is going to be moving in from the same spot. Using the rage too early. Why did he use the rage there? He could have used it in front of the Queen there. Not the end of the world, though. Still moving through. Those Hog Riders will dive through the Queen, and the miners will take her out. Last single target Inferno Tower is left alive at the bottom side here. Will go down eventually at the end of the raid. And Queen's just coasting along the bottom side, doing just fine. World Champion is moving through, going to take down that Town Hall. And again, you gotta admit, this raid is looking much cleaner than the previous raid on this base. Will those skeletons prevent the World Champion from getting this Inferno Tower? I don't think so. World Champion ability will go off, take down a couple of defenses. Queen ability hasn't been popped. This is going to be a triple. This is a triple all day. This attacker went in, knew the plan for this raid, made those few changes, fixed the spells, and got the triple, further extending Nordic Impact's lead over aMk Italian. Oh boy. Hey man, can I join your clan? I'm a Town Hall 7. At the moment, we're mainly looking for Town Hall 9+, or either a max Town Hall 8 going to Town Hall 9 soon, or a Town Hall 8 that is max. I don't have a clan to join. That's fair, but again, at the moment, Warbusters is trying to look to recruit stronger members, because if we just keep sticking our clan full of Town Hall 7s, we're just going to keep getting absolutely demolished in the Clan War League, so you can join my personal clan. Yeah, Fire's got a good clan that you can go ahead and pop into if you're looking to house some mini accounts. So yeah, feel free to get some info from him. So yeah, Ivar, welcome to the stream as well. I just noticed that was you sending those messages. I don't know why I didn't notice before. What's up, man? I never said it was good, but hey, it's a clan. It's a clan. It is a clan. But yeah, you gotta admit, despite having a couple of little misfires by Nordic Impact, I mean, their raids so far have just looked a lot more calculated than aMk Italians. aMk Italians raids, and I guess maybe because they've used a lot of Yetis, has just been like, get to the middle of the base and pray. At least that's what it seemed like with a lot of these plans. But again, I don't know the planning side of things. It's hard to say. I think it's time for us to move on to Town Hall 10. No more new Town Hall 9s in the clan. I think you're right, Good Evil. We're looking to possibly do that in the future. Just got a perfect win in blockage. We are in the finals. Nice. Yeah, that's right. Not Jesmek is playing some blockage divisions. That's fantastic results. Good job to you guys. All right, let's see what we got going here. We got aMk Italian. Can they get themselves a triple and give themselves a little bit more hope? We saw this base get hit earlier. Is it being hit the same way? We've got a couple of back-end Hog Riders this time. I don't know how they're going to change this, but we saw this hit earlier this stream. I'm hoping they're not trying to hit this base the exact same way like they did before. But so far, the start's looking like it. Let's see if they're maybe going to make a couple of adjustments. I don't really see how the last raid could be adjusted to triple here. Interesting stuff. Is he going to open up the whole base, or is he going to wait a little bit for the Quake spells? Going to drop that jump a little bit early, making sure that he's got it down, not to worry about it. And here come the Yetis going straight in here. Warden will get lured away from the Archer Tower and start getting healed up here. Warden's taking a lot of damage, though, so going to be forced to use that Warden ability a bit early. I'm not a huge fan of the Warden walk up at that 12 o'clock compartment. I don't think it gets the value that you really need. And plus, with the Warden taking damage, the healers are going to take more time to switch. Saves the Warden ability for a bit later. Really good job there. Sends in more Hog Riders on the right side with the World Champion, but they're getting sprung. Not ideal at all. Now all the Yetis are stuck in the middle with the Ice Golems. Town Hall doing some crazy damage. Is that the Queen on the outside? How on earth did the Queen go all the way to the outside of the base here? Those scatter shots laying into the base here. And again, this is not going to go through. I'm not a huge fan of rerunning this attack. I don't think this was the one for this base, but they did it anyway, and it just didn't go through. And I think they're just, at this point, trying to throw darts at the board and just seeing what sticks. And so far, nothing's sticking for aMk Italian, and it's not looking good. And you got to admit, at this point, I mean, their morale's got to be absolutely crushed. Not hitting a single triple this war so far. Oh my. I'm here. I'm everywhere. Oh, and he also joined on Mad Cat. Absolute legend. Or not Mad Cat, on Trovo now. Got rebranded. But yeah, it's going to be a defense. Wow. Which, by the way, I should it's my daily plug for the day. If you guys have not already checked me out over on Trovo, please feel free to do so. Again, the more you guys support me over there, the more I can provide you guys with some possibly, you know, I'll be a little cool about it. Possibly some giveaways in the future. I want to give away some gold passes to you guys at some point. But again, all is dependent on the support I get over on Trovo. So would greatly appreciate maybe checking it out, dropping a follow, things like that. Maybe just even checking out the site. And personally, I actually like the layout a whole lot. Do I prefer it over Twitch? Not really. But at the same time, I still like the layout a lot. And here we go. We've got another hit going in for Nordic Impact with these final few minutes of this war. It's going to get a little intense. We're going to see a lot of live hits going through. We saw this raid a little bit earlier in the stream, and it didn't go through. Let's see if they make a couple of adjustments. I've seen this base actually get hit several times. This is a very burnt base. Let's see if this attacker is going to take advantage of that. Going to start with a Queen charge straight into the single target Inferno Tower. Knows what he needs to get out of the way. Going to rage the Queen to get her moving. Really, that rage is just mainly there for speed. It's Trovo. Yeah, it's Trovo now. It's beautiful. Gotta love it. I didn't like the name originally, but then I looked at why they changed it, and I'm like, okay, it makes sense now. I get it. I understand it. But there we go. Queen's going to take down the world champion, move through, and take down a couple more buildings. Those 4 expos going to be a bit of a problem for the queen. However, she's going to stay away from them as long as possible. And now we've got 1 locked onto her, 1 locked onto the queen. Once the king gets out of range, Queen's going to be taking a lot of damage here. Going to lure out the CC. Queen steps up to take down the scatter. Doesn't take it down before the CC comes out, and now he's forced to freeze that scatter shot to keep the queen moving. Those 2 expos in the scatter are going to be a really big problem here. He's going to need to drop another rage now. Drop the rage. He's not dropping the rage. I don't know why he's not dropping the rage. He's going to be forced to use the ability here. I guess he wanted to use the rage for the hybrid, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't understand why he was holding back on that rage there, but might have been the better play. Might opt in to use it later in this raid. Doesn't have the free spell, but now the queen's going to go down to the single. I'm really questioning why he didn't drop down that rage earlier, but he's still moving through. Warden ability going to get used over the town hall, looking okay. Queen's going to go down, though. Not the most ideal thing for him here. Hybrid's moving through, going to use the rage for them. Taking a lot of damage due to this scatter shot, but they're moving through here. Looking pretty strong at the moment. Royal Champion is going to step up and take down this single. Going to pop the RC ability to get that single out of the way. Hog Rider's moving in from this bottom side to take down the single at the bottom. Royal Champion does go down, I believe, to the king, and the miners are all stuck in the core. Hog Riders are getting sprung like crazy. There's a bunch of miners left to go. Could he still get this one here? A minute left to go. I don't think time's going to be an issue at all. Why did they change it? They changed it because Mad Cat was basically, it was the temporary name before they knew, okay, this is actually taking off. It's good. We're getting viewership here, which is, you know, again, they've done fantastic. They've done a really good job marketing it to people. Got to hand it to him there. It's thinning out here, but with a full health warden and a couple of troops on the outside, he could still get this one here. 34 seconds left to go. This P.E.K.K.A. will go down soon, and now he's relying on the few troops that he has left to get this one here, and I think he's just barely going to sneak away with a triple here, and it's looking like he is, and I think with this triple, it's going to put it out of sight for aMk Italian. We'll go ahead and take a look at some statistics after this raid. It's going to be another 3-star for Nordic Impact. Really nice hybrid raid there. Going to get it done for him. Nice job. Well done. He's still got good value and healer switch OP exactly. And now that's going to put Nordic Impact at 8 for 24. And it's going to be a win for Nordic Impact. aMk Italian cannot secure enough triples to even tie on triples. And again, I mean, it really does just come down to you can't go 1 for 24 in a playoff war and expect to win it. It's not going to happen for you. Again, huge shout out to the aMk Italian guys. They gave it their all, but just didn't perform this war. 4% hit rate. I mean, it's bad. It's really, really bad. And you got to say it how it is. They just didn't perform. And Nordic Impact, they came through, got a couple of triples in. And in all honesty, we're clearly seeing some clans come through and get some OP triples on some of these bases. Too late for stop came through, dominated in their war, 41 to 37, I believe. Was the final result? 41 to 33. So their bases were defending like crazy alongside. They were hitting some crazy triples. 41 stars. What does that mean? They got like what? Over 15 triples. Right? Maybe? Oh boy. And that is going to be the war conclusion. But we still have 40 minutes of action going through. What's wrong with people during riots? People are burning down buildings for... Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Rian. I've seen some of the stuff that's going on. Funny enough, there's a Catholic church near where I live. And at that church, the pastor, the priest there, was assaulted and beaten brutally. And he's in the hospital right now, and literally there's just so much violence and just anger and frustration and just like everyone trying to just kill everything because of this dude. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is not going to help anything. It was a police officer, and even then, why I don't understand why people are getting mad at police officers. It's like I have several friends who are police officers right now, and they're all like, do you think any of us would condone this kind of behavior? Like, absolutely not. Like, it's just, I don't understand people's mindset sometimes. It's like, look, you know, back in World War II, you know, obviously Germans had, so I'm not going to bring it up because Twitch will ban me. Germany was not too great. And to associate every single German with that Germany is stupid. And so to associate every single cop with this cop who did that to poor George, Like, I mean, it's stupid. It is stupid. Minneapolis playing in real life battle royale. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm not going to talk about it too much on stream because I try and avoid talking about controversial issues just because it sparks debates in chats and then people get heated and then say things that they regret. So I want to avoid that as much as possible and just mainly focus on the wars. But it comes down to that. It's just people being stupid. That's where it's at. But again, nothing but prayers for George Floyd and his family. You know, of course. But with this result, it's going to be a win for aMk Italian. And at this point, really, we're just waiting for the final result of this war. Let me actually go ahead and pull up the some stuff really quick. What's up, Ederson? Thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. We had a bunch of new follows today. Again, thank you guys so much for the support over there. Salve, hello, hello. Salve, what is that Italian? It should be Italian, right? Maybe? I'll start a $20 fake bill. It's costing millions. Really? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Let me go ahead and pull up some results really quickly. There we go. All right, let's see if we have some final results. Let's see. Huh. Oh, I see. Okay, because yeah, okay. Never mind. I know exactly what's going on. So, it's going to be a win for Cargelin here. But the attacks are not over yet. There's still time. And basically what I'm doing is before I update this this bracket here, I'm going to wait until I see the final results so that way I can put the scores as well. So we can kind of see which clans did well and got a specific score. And I'm going to be keeping up this bracket. If you guys want to keep up with it as well and see what's going on, feel free to use this bracket. I'm going to be updating it as time goes on. So hold on one second. Let me let someone know. Hope people make some Fortnite funnies with all the footage. Yeah, exactly. Honestly. We had another follow going. Reckless, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Over on Twitch. You guys are showing me a lot of love over there. And again, I do appreciate it. It means the absolute world. Again, the more follows, likes, retweets, whatever it is, the more you guys promote the stream, the more you support me. That's the bottom line. And here we go. We've got ourselves another raid going in for Nordic Impact. At this point, the war has been decided, but obviously Nordic Impact looking to make a statement here for the clans moving into the quarterfinals. They want to show, look, guys, we're not ones to mess with. You don't want to mess with us. We will destroy your bases. We will win this war and get it done. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Got it done. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And here we go. The queen's going to be moving through here. We got a queen charge into the hybrid. I don't think we saw this base get hit earlier on stream, but this base has been hit before, so they're going to take all of that scouting info, compile it into like one little thing, or, you know, one little plan, and then go from there and make adjustments to try and get the 3-star. Going to have to rage here. Rage is at a perfect time to make sure that that queen does not have to force her ability here. Is he going to wall break? I don't know if he's planning. I don't think he's planning on getting a wall break here. I think he's just allowing the queen to kind of walk around and make a nice funnel for the hybrid later on. Let's see, what's the plan for the queen here? Doesn't have any wall breakers. Yeah, so not planning on getting any wall breaks with the queen. Grabs a Sam with the loon over here. Nice job. Wasn't anywhere near the healer, so it was fine. But can the queen reach this town hall? I don't think she can. Now, the real question is she going to go right or left? She goes right. That's exactly where he needs her to go. He needs her to go right, so that way she's able to take down a couple of buildings and clear the way for the hybrid. Going to be forced to use a freeze spell over the enemy queen. Really nice placement of that freeze. And you got to hand it to him. The timing for the spells here has been perfect going into the raid. I would have argued he probably would have been better off with a rage spell there, so that way he could save the freeze for these single target infernos at the back end here that the queen will eventually encounter. Here comes the king with the siege barracks over at the left side. Queen breaks open the wall. Did the queen break open that wall? I don't think so, but the lava hound's going to come out, which means that the healers are going to get targeted by the town hall. Needs to freeze it again. The healers are going down. Oh no, not ideal at all, but does have the queen ability. Not the end of the world. Going to be forced to pop it here. Oh no, he did use his other freeze. What did he use his freeze spell on? The queen's going to take down the town hall possibly. Is she going to get it? She's going to just barely get it. Wow. Probably as close as it gets, but he's eventually going to get it down. Here comes the hybrid from the right side. I think this plan is kind of gone. This looks like a bit of a YOLO hit to me. But again, got the town hall out of the way, got the CC, got the enemy queen, and got a scatter shot. So got to hand it to the attacker. He got some pretty good value. But with 52 seconds left to go, I would even argue this is going to be a time fail, if anything. But we shall see. By the way, are you staying hydrated? We can't allow that voice going down. Honestly, I am not. But don't worry. I've been pacing myself, and I've been training my voice a little bit more, and we're looking okay. We've actually got another stream in store for you guys today, and that's going to be later this evening. Looking forward to that one. You know war's YOLO. Honestly, I mean, the rest of the hits at this point, they can YOLO. They'll be just fine because they've won the war at this point. They know that. 25 seconds left to go. This is going to be a time fail. We're going to bounce out. Not going to worry about the end of the raid because you've got another live going in. aMk Italian. Can they get themselves a triple and set a bit of a statement? Go out with style here. Let's see what they got going. We've got a Yeti. We've got some Yetis going in, starting with the E-Dragon at the bottom side. Really nice placement of that E-Drag, knowing that there's really no air defense defenses over there. And that E-Dragon's going to do some awesome work with some funneling. Yeti Blimp going in, taking down a single, getting it out of the way to clear the way for the Yetis that will move into this base later on. That E-Dragon going to get a lot of value. Probably a really good use of that E-Dragon. In all honesty, I think Nordic Impact are going to look at this base and go, maybe we can stick some SAMs over there to prevent that value. Warden is going to step up here, take down a couple of buildings, get them out of the way to eventually dive straight into the single target Inferno with the Yetis. And I'm interested to see how these Yetis are going to go into this base and path. Doesn't have any Quake spells, but does have 2 jumps. Here comes the Ice Golem with 1 Yeti. Here comes a Super Wall Breaker to get them moving. Is he going to go for a double layer wall break here? It's looking like it. Going to drop the Yetis and the bowlers. They're going to go straight in towards this single target Inferno. Ice Golem does eventually freeze. Gets the double layer wall break, and here comes the first jump spell. This is looking pretty good. I like the entry point for this base. Making sure that the base stays narrow. Going to freeze the scatter shot going in. And they've identified what's kind of killed these raids, and it's those scatter shots getting the damage in on the bowlers. Might see that Warden ability popped a little bit earlier or even later into the core when they encounter the Town Hall. And that's exactly what we're going to see here. Warden ability going to get popped right about now. Now. Popped your Warden. There's the Warden. Lost a couple of bowlers there. Not ideal. Should have popped it a tiny bit earlier. And nothing's going towards this Town Hall. This might get a little risky here. Can the Queen get back inside and get the Town Hall? Oh no. Everything's walked away from the Town Hall. That's not what the attacker sees. Is this going to be a 1-star? It's looking really good, too. Had that Queen stayed on the right side, would have gotten the Town Hall out of the way. Has a raid spell. Oh, no. It fell apart when he got to the center of the base. It was looking good, too. Oh, no. Yeah. Fire talking about the George Floyd incident. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's crazy. It is some insane stuff. Bottom line is I hope we see some justice for him because he did not deserve that at all. Yeah, the Town Hall is going to be the final building to go down. Don't tell me it's going to be a 99% 1-star. I don't think so because there's not enough time anyways. But it's not going to happen for him. Oh, it's such a shame. You know, it looked good too. It was a good entry point. I actually liked the raid. And I think a few adjustments can be made with the Warden ability. If he popped it a little bit sooner, would have had a couple more bowlers to go in. Yeah, of course, Fire, we understand. I mean, you're just saying the situation as it was. Situation was handled badly, and because of that, we lost a dear friend. Uh-oh. Wubba Ball providing some stuff. 94% 1-star. Nice try, but not going to go through for him. We had another live going in. We did. Nordic Impact going in. It's not going to go through for him, though. It's going to be a defense. Oh, sweet. Helga has actually provided me with an updated bracket. That actually would be perfect. So I can keep you guys updated, so I won't need this. Hold on. Can I close this? How do I delete a tournament? Hold on a second. Alright. Alright. Let me update some stuff real quick. But again, we know the war's over at this point. We're just here to watch the last final hits go in and see if we can see some more awesome raids to nab some pretty fancy triples here. At least that's a hope. Again, it doesn't matter who's won the war. We still want to see some fantastic triples. That's the goal, really. That's what we want to see. Alrighty. Can I, good war here. Absolutely. Honestly, I mean, you got to hand it to Nordic Impact. They went through and they got it done for their clan. I mean, they really did well. And it just comes down to just aMk Italian. They just weren't there. They didn't perform at their best. They're going 1 for 25, now 1 for 26. I mean, look, you got to say it how it is. It's been a terrible war for aMk Italian. They just weren't able to get through and get some triples in. They've gotten close several times, but Nordic Impact's bases, man, they've just held. They've held pretty strong. All right, 30 minutes left to go in this war. We've only got a couple of hits left to go. And again, we will continue this stream until all of the hits have been used. Once all the hits have been used, we're just going to go on from there. We're not going to worry about streaming till the end of the war. At least that's the goal. And then later today, right after the stream, I'm going to be jumping straight over to getting involved with some other stuff going on. We're going to have another stream later this evening. So for any of you who would be interested in that, it's going to be a mixed breakdown war. So we're going to see some 11v11s alongside some 12v12s and possibly even some 13v13s. It's going to be great. You just tried to do an 11v13 hog raid. Yeah, those raids don't typically go the greatest. I'll be honest with you. They're they don't go super duper well. I hear you streaming CWLG. I'm going to be streaming some CWL Gladiator tonight, hoping to get involved with some LP4 action later tonight. At least that's the plan. It depends on if someone else has plans to stream it. I don't know yet, so we'll see. You got the loot, so it wasn't bad? Yeah. There you go. As long as you're getting that loot. That is the goal. Yeah, the plan at the moment is to stream some CWL Gladiator stuff. Who do they face? It's going to be against Sech, so it's going to be a it's going to be a doozy, that one. That's going to be a tough war. I hope they're ready for what's in store for them, because it's going to be a tough one. LP4 looking at what's their, let me look actually. Their standings in compared to Sech and Gladiator. It's close. I know both are looking solid. We got another live going in. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we've got Nordic Impact going in again. They're looking to get another triple and secure their lead. Well, at this point, again, it really doesn't matter. They've won the war at this point. These are just for fun, for practice, to up their scores and their hit rate. Going to start with a Yeti Blimp into the single target Inferno Tower. Really, really nice start. Going to use that rage. He wants to get the scatter shots as well. Is he going to get both scatter shots? Oh my goodness. That is the most value I have seen out of a Yeti Blimp in a very long time. Gets an Inferno and both scatter shots. OP bases so far by aMk Italian. I'm not going to lie. That is a critical base building error there. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of value for a Blimp. Gotta hand it to the attacker there, identifying that and getting it out of the way. Some really good stuff. Let's see, gonna rage and poison the defending CC. Gonna send in a couple of goblins here to take down this elixir storage, and they should get through it. They're not. They're gonna come just short, but now he's gonna probably see a super wall breaker into the town hall compartment here to allow that queen access. There it is, straight in towards the Wiz Tower compartment. He wants her to stay away from that single target Inferno. Ideally, has one free spell. Oh, she's gonna go left. That's actually perfect. And here comes the hybrid into the single. I actually like that. That's a good plan here. That's going to keep that queen alive and moving. Has to use the ability here. Not ideal. However, still has a rage spell to keep her moving when she gets to the town hall. Here comes a second super wall break. Didn't really need it, but it's going to still be used no matter what. Will the queen dial into the town hall? She's not going to. Does he have the world champion? The world champion winning with the hybrid. Nothing going towards the town hall. It hasn't gone his way. The queen's gone around. He's going to have to freeze the Town Hall. That's a good play there. Dropping the second heal spell. A couple of Hog Riders will target the Town Hall. The Warden targets it as well, but it goes down. Now the healers are going to take a lot of damage. The Town Hall stays alive. That's the second raid we've seen so far with the Town Hall just staying alive. And even with the value with the hybrid, not going to get it here. How is the queen ever going to go in? I don't know. I think, in all honesty, he was trying to funnel this side with the sneaky goblins. But again, those Teslas did not allow for that funnel, which means that the Town Hall stayed alive and did some crazy damage to the hybrid here. Not ideal. You know, not ideal. However, I do like that blimp. That blimp is some good value on that base. If they can just maybe switch up the queen charge just a little bit and force that queen into the base, they could be looking at a triple on that base. 2 more hits left to go. Do you think they'll we might see a rerun there? I would argue yes. I think they would rerun that. Personally, because I mean, hey, it could work. It could do well. Let me actually, while I'm at it, let me just let's see. EO Crash, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Much appreciated. All right. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. But yeah, that raid kind of fell apart a little bit near the queen charge portion. Didn't really go through for him, but at the same time, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It was, I liked his plan because, again, what ended up happening is the Teslas popped. Even, I mean, this isn't a fresh base and all, but these Teslas really messed up his funnel here. And you'll see once the sneaky goblins go through. Gets the Yeti blimp in, but I would argue you need to use your king up here. Because you'll see what happens. Once those sneaky goblins go in, Teslas, there's 2 Teslas, 3 Teslas. Had he just taken down these 3 Teslas and this elixir storage, queen would have gone in just fine. But again, didn't have the troops to get through it. Problem is he didn't bring enough goblins. No, I mean, even with the goblins, though, the goblins can't take down the Teslas. He needed, like, maybe the king up there. The king down here, I think, is a waste. He could have used just the siege barracks and get the same amount of funneling value, as well as keep the king away from the single target. So if they make that small adjustment, they could get themselves a triple here. Here we go. We got another live going in. Are they rerunning the base? No, they're not. It's a different raid. And again, it's going to come short again. Don't tell me they just reran the same hybrid plan on this base. It's looking like they did. Oh, no. Not a fan of that. I'm really not. Not going to go through for him here. It's going to be an out-and-out fail. I don't think the hybrid into the Town Hall is the best option. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't hybrid into the Town Hall. I don't know. We'll see. After the raid goes through, we'll go ahead and watch it. We'll go and watch the replay back and see what he did. We're just gonna 4 times it because it wasn't a 3-star. Let's see. Loon going in. Oh, he blimped the Town Hall but didn't get the Town Hall, did he? Yeah, okay. He was trying to blimp the Town Hall but didn't get it. GG, it's a burnt base and similar hybrid works, just bad execution. Absolutely. I mean, it's what it comes down to. Just bad execution. A couple of these raids have just come down to bad execution. Yeah, still hybrids the Town Hall. Queen charge didn't go as well. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. He tried something new, but just didn't work out for him there. Again, doesn't change the war result, but at the same time, would love to see some awesome triples go in. Some well thought out plans. Kind of go in and get that triple. Yeah. And again, I don't know these clans super well. Personally, I don't keep up with them a ton. And it's looking like NÖRDIK IMPAKT at most can cap out at 39 stars. Yeah, at most they'll cap out at 39 stars. aMk Italian at most can cap at what, 35? At this point, they can cap at 35 stars. Yeah. That is if they go 4 for 4. So either way, it's going to be a win for NÖRDIK IMPAKT. I mean, they've really shown, like, it's so hard to see a clan go 1 for 26 and be like, what are you doing? And again, as a streamer, I try and remain non-biased and all, and that's what I will continue to do, but you gotta say it how it is. It just didn't go through for aMk Italian. And I mean, you know, of course, they're not going to be the ones to try it. They're going to look at this result and go, okay, this is not good. It's not ideal. 1 for 27, not the best we've ever done, and I know that. It's probably not the best that they've ever done. That much is for sure, especially since they made it to the playoffs. But yeah, what was their record? Actually, I can look at their record overall. Let's see what we got going. Record for WCL Elite. Yeah, Nordic Impact right now 7-0. I mean, they've come through 97% damage destruction, so pretty good stuff from them. And then Krajalan also looking at 7-0, so they're definitely the two forces to be reckoned with. And Kerala Dragons also at 7-0. We've got some pretty OP clans up here, undefeated so far. Now let's see. Now aMk Italian right now, their record is, what is their record? They are 4-3, so not terrible. Let's see. Have you ever been to Canada? I have not, but I plan on visiting there at some point. I feel like it'd be nice. Oof. Yeah, it really is looking like Nordic Impact is going to come away with a win on this one. At least I think so. Do we have any more results so far? That is going to be a no. Someone needs to update the Krajalan and Monsters results. Someone on the WCL media team. You want to go? Yeah, Canada, honestly, seems like it'd be a really nice place to go visit. I have an uncle that lives there, and I mean, some of the pictures that I see from where he lives, I mean, oh my gosh, when I say the landscape is beautiful, like, it is beautiful. It is, oh, it's so beautiful, dude. It's amazing. I hear it's cold. Actually, let me... What was the breakdown? The breakdown for this one is 15v15, all Town Hall 13. We'll go ahead and put on a triple, or the latest triple for you guys. This was Mr. Kickoff getting it done. There we go, but the queen's going to dive in here. She gets a pretty nice double wall break. And got to hand it to him. This queen charge was actually really good. I think he kept his composure throughout the entire thing, knew exactly where he needed his spells, and executed. Let's see. Oh, wow, we applied for the next season of WCL, but a lighter breakdown. Did you apply for the esports division? Is it esports? Is that what it's called? Let me double check that for you. Give me 1 second. I think it might be the esports. Let's see. Yeah, it's the, hold on. Let me pull up the graphic here. It is the, yeah, it's the esports division. Yep. Let's see. If I do move to a different country, it will be Canada or Japan. Nice. That's awesome. What's up, Rian? How you doing? What's up, PR3? We do not currently do base reviews on this stream. However, there are plenty of other streamers out there who would love to review your base a little bit. Is Susie live with? No, she's not live with LP4. But, yeah. Nice. Followed you on YouTube. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Lou, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch as well. It is much appreciated. We had a bunch of follows today. Again, thank you guys so much for all the love. I do greatly appreciate it. We're going to be live later today as well. At least that's the plan. All depends on... See, Captain Rocket also dropping the follow. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Nice. Followed you on Twitter as well. Thank you. Much appreciated. We got ourselves, oh boy, for the LP4 guys out there, I got something sexy in store for you guys for this, for tonight. At least I hope so, if it gets approved. Let me go ahead and pull something up really quick. Do we have another follow? Mac, thank you so much for the follow. Goodness gracious, you guys are going crazy. Thank you so much. All right, let me go ahead and stick this in here. Oh, wait, where'd it go? There it is. Yeet. And beautiful. Japan looks really pretty. It is. It is very, very pretty. Rated, thank you so much for the thingy. That works beautiful. Needless to say, Planning on making that the new emote. That's the goal at least. Did you just yeet? I did. I just yeeted something. I yeeted something into a thing. It works perfect. I don't know why, but the stream is showing as way far back than it actually is on Twitch. I think that's just a glitch. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. We got a live. Can aMk Italian get themselves their second triple? Let's see what they're doing here. Going with a Yeti smash into this base. All the bowlers have walked. Warren ability early. Oh no. This raid has already fallen apart. Queen didn't go for the middle. Don't be another 1-star. Don't be another 1-star. Oh, it's looking like it. Oh no. And you gotta admit, I mean, it's just really not going well for really not going well for aMk Italian in this war. Oh, they might still get the 2-star. But not sure. But yeah, rated. What I'm looking for is that one works, but if you have the time, what I'm looking for is, like, you know how you've got like just the unicorn. If it's possible to get rid of the LP4 Hades as well and just have the Phoenix, that would be great. I mean, if you can't do that, then that's perfectly fine. But I want to make that a permanent emote on the channel, just because, again, LP4 Hades and King Jeffrey are the 2 biggest clans that I work with. Although I do streaming for the WCL and I'll do streaming for other clans, those are the clans that I consider the clans that I work with, you know, the ones that I will be doing media for. So if you got the time for that, I don't think the emote will get approved tonight, but if you've got a bit of time for that, that would be greatly appreciated. Why did he not blimp the town hall? That's a good question. I don't know. It's not going to go through for him there. At this point, again, we do know the results for this war. It's going to be a win for Nordic Impact. They're 8 for 29 at the moment. aMk Italian not really able to see a second triple. Don't tell me they go 1 for 30. If they go 1 for 30, I'm going to be big sad. You hate, in all honesty, it doesn't matter who wins at this point. I mean, it really just is, I want to see more triples. 12 minutes left to go. 3 hits from aMk Italian. We've got 1 hit from Nordic Impact. Who has hits left? Do you have someone with 2 hits? No. Everyone has 1 hit left. And then we've got 1 more hit from them. Had a disconnect, I'm guessing, on Snow White. Unless it was a rage quit. Might have been a rage quit. I don't know. It's hard to say. Alright. Let me double check something. What's up, Shermanator? Over on Trovo, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Alright. Go ahead and pull up a couple of things really quickly during our little brief intermission here as we wait for another live hit to go in. Go ahead and pop this one up for you. This was the most recent triple. Oh, we got a live. No time to watch replays here. We got a live. Let's see what we got going. Can aMk get themselves a triple? We're bringing in with the Yetis. Don't tell me that. Okay, no. This is a different base. Different base this time. Let's see what his plan is here. He's got the Siege Barrack starting with the Warden Walk over at this 4 o'clock side. And let's see what he's got going. A couple of goblins going in on these gold storages and elixir collectors. And now this Warden going to do a bit of funneling for him here, and the Yetis will probably come in, maybe even at this gap. Maybe that's his plan. Ice Golem is going to step up and get targeted, and target the mortar. Here comes the first Yeti. Here comes the Siege Barracks at the left side, and here come the rest of the Yetis. And I'm guessing, yes, their plan is to break into that compartment there, and they should walk into that compartment. From where that, the Warden has gone with the P.E.K.K.A. though. I mean, you got to give it to aMk. I mean, they're just getting so unlucky on some of these raids. Oh, he jumps. Why would you jump there? They can all walk in with that hole. Not ideal there. And again, that Warden going off to the side is not what you wanted to see. Nothing going right for aMk so far. And it's looking like this one, I don't think this one's going to go through again. I think that Warden being all the way at the backside is just not going to help him out. I don't think his troops have the steam to get to the Town Hall. They don't. Ugh, it's so painful. They're trying so hard. You can see the efforts there, but they're just falling short, getting unlucky with a few things. Warden switching to the wrong place. You know, a couple of things not going their way. It's going to be another defense. All right, we got another live going, and we're going to hop out of this one. There's no way that one's going through. Can Nordic Impact get themselves another triple? You're back? You miss me? Of course I miss you. Welcome back. We got a Sui World Champion into the Dragons. We saw this raid a bit earlier this stream. Let's see. Maybe he's got a couple of plans to change up a few things. Oh, no. Is he going to get this single down? Pops the World Champion ability early there to grab some buildings. Freezes again. He didn't need to do that. Did not need to freeze again. Not ideal there at all. Wastes a freeze spell. Already a little bit of a rough start to this raid, but it's not the end of the world. Here come a couple of loons with the blimp going in here. Is he going to save the rage spell rather than use it here? No, he's going to opt in to use that rage spell and go in. Let's see what he's got going here. Going to drop the rage with the clone. Again, I question the clone value here. I don't think he's really getting a ton when it comes to that E-Dragon there. It's just going to bounce to the outside and not get him a whole lot. I do like the clone. I like the clone, of course, but at the same time, I would argue the value really isn't there to use a clone spell. Could get the same value with Yetis in that blimp. E-Dragon will bounce to the bottom side though and clear. He's going to actually allow his king to clear this bottom side first before getting these dragons in. And now they have a very direct path towards the Town Hall. Queen hasn't been dropped yet. She's going to be dropped, I'm guessing, right behind the enemy king, or the friendly king, rather. And everything is moving in here. Needs to pop the king ability to get him moving, or the dragons are going to bounce to the outside. They split up a little bit here. Not the end of the world, however, not ideal. Why isn't he popping this king ability? Stalling the king ability so far. I'm questioning that a little bit. And all the dragons going to bounce to the outside again. The same exact result. No changes. Warden ability popped early because the warden dived into the town hall. I'm not a big fan of the execution on this raid. Again, the same thing happened like the last raid. All the dragons passed straight to the outside there and didn't get it done. Maybe they aren't planning much since they know they're not going to win. No, yeah, I mean, well, these guys have already won the war. But yeah, that is true. Maybe they're just trying to get their hits in and get it over with. But at the same time, you still want to at least go out with a bang, you know, get yourself a triple and you know, don't go 1 for 30 like in a playoff. Like that's really, really bad. Like 30 attacks to at least 3-star like a few times. Like that's really rough. Really rough. That's not going to go through for him. See another live we did. This is going to be aMk going in with the E-Dragons. This one's looking okay so far. Still has the blimp for the town hall. Now, what does he have in that blimp? Blimp makes it all the way there. A couple of loons with a rage spell. Has a dragon in there as well. They're going to get the town hall out of the way. But I don't think this one's going to triple. I think this one's just a spam raid to go in and possibly grab a double. A lot of E-Dragons path to the outside. So I would argue maybe a tighter funnel on the right side could force those E-Dragons in the middle and get the chains. I like the idea because of how tightly packed these buildings are. But again, it's not going to be enough. Lava Hound pops 1 minute and 37 seconds as well. I would argue that E-Dragons actually can't get through the base in that amount of time. But it is going to be another defense. Really nice try, but not going to go through for Snow White here. Yikes. Did we have another live going in? I think we had another live going in. Again, 5 minutes left to go, but that is going to be the final hit from NÖRDIK IMPAKT. And we've got one more hit left to go for aMk Italian before this war comes to a close. All right. Those swords are clashing. I guess we'll go back into it. Why not? Watch the rest of the raid. And let's see. E-Dragon going to get one final shot off. He will. 75%. And he's going to go down before he gets another. 75% 2-star. 76% 2-star on this base. Nice try. But it's not going to go through. The overall destruction as well for NÖRDIK IMPAKT. You got to hand it to them. They really hammered down the destruction. Really dominating this war. And I mean, in all honesty, it's a testament to how well they did in the regular season. Going 7-0 so far. I mean, they were definitely a force to be reckoned with. And I think aMk knew that. But just weren't able to perform this war. 1-star, 1 3-star, and 14 2-stars on all the bases at the moment. In the war stream yesterday, there was an Electro Dragon raid that was just absolutely wrecked the base. Yeah, some of those E-Dragon raids can demolish bases because of how compact they are. And they really do take advantage of those compact bases and can really smash them up. But again, that is going to be a win for NÖRDIK IMPAKT. Can aMk Italian get themselves 32 stars? Who is the final attacker for aMk Italian? That would be Lol. I believe he's online at the moment. So we're going to see if he goes in to get himself another triple. Let's see who got the triple for aMk. That would be Ghost. Ghost got himself the triple on number 5. So a shout out to Ghost for being the MVP of the war for aMk. Who's the MVP for NÖRDIK IMPAKT? Who's gotten the 6-pack? Trent getting himself the 6-pack. Who else? Anyone else get the 6-pack? Trent is the only person this war who's gotten a 6-pack. And I believe Trent's the only person who got the 6-pack this war. So huge shout out to Trent. Got it done for his clan, being the MVP of this war with that beautiful 6-pack. Even though one was a cleanup hit, 6-pack is a 6-pack. Let's see. Sherman, I apologize. I did not see your message over on MadCat. Are there any other wars you're streaming today, or is that it? I plan on streaming some CWL Gladiator, Mixed Breakdown, Town Hall 11 through 13 with LP4 Hades versus Sech in the CWL Gladiator. I'm excited for that one. Now, that is all dependent on if no one else is streaming it. I think there's a chance that someone else is streaming the war, and if someone else is streaming the start of the war, you won't see me streaming it. However, I do plan on streaming it at some point. So if it's going to be after the person who's streaming it, I'm going to do it. I don't care how late it is. I will do it. We will carry on the coverage. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. I'm expecting some big things from the LP4 guys. At least that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. And hey, the LP4 guys have not disappointed this season, and so I am excited to see what they do later on. All right, that might be a good war. It is. It's going to be a good war. 3 minutes left to go. Will they get their final hit in? We must get the views and entertainment. Absolutely, man. And hey, honestly, I have fun watching and commentating these wars. They're just an absolute blast. The war scene is really why I play this game. That's the bottom line to it. I wouldn't be playing this game if Clan Wars did not exist. And I think a lot of people, not only in the chat, but just around the world, can definitely agree with me there. And the fact of we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the Clan Wars in front of us. 2 minutes left to go. The time's slowly ticking down. And we're going to see the final result go in. Will aMk use their final hit? I think Lolo's online. If I'm not mistaken, right? Is he online? Yeah, he's online. Ready to go. I'd probably be a pusher without Clan Wars. I wouldn't even push. I probably wouldn't even play the game. I wouldn't have 5 accounts. That much I can tell you for sure. Oh, Fluxy, oh no. Oh no. TR Samu, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. It is much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. We hit 1,000 followers yesterday on Twitch, and the amount of love you guys have shown me today has been absolutely fantastic. Again, I do greatly appreciate it. It means the absolute world. And shameless plug, so far, not only are we live on Twitch, not only are we live on YouTube, we're also live over on Trovo, the new streaming site dedicated to mobile streamers. Feel free to check me out over there, because bottom line is, if I grow more over on Trovo, the more chance I have to do some exclusive stuff over there. In all honesty, if the Trovo channel kicks off and does well, I'm going to have giveaways specific to the Trovo channel. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have gold pass giveaways and things like that, but you have to be following on Trovo, or you have to be in the Trovo chat. One thing that I saw that I kind of got a little inspired by was Time to Clash, Blame Adam. He did a bit of a giveaway in which people predicted a 5v5 wars outcome, and the people who had the correct prediction would win that giveaway. And so I might do something similar along the lines of that. And I thought about even doing a tournament. But yeah. One moment. Today's not Friday, is it? All right. I love Clan Wars. I would say I probably would have never came back to Clash Clans. Exactly. If the Trovo channel takes off, we all gonna be rich. Exactly. There you go. Because again, the more that channel grows, the more I can provide you guys with some awesome content. All right. So 15 seconds left to go. Will aMk Italian use their final hit? Is he going to go in last second? He's going to go in last second, isn't he? He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Oh, boy. Oh, is he going to go in? Oh, he didn't. He didn't go in. Oh, why? He didn't use the final hit. And that's going to be the war. aMk Italian picking up the loss here. Sadly, 1 for 29. Not the best results you'd like to see, but again, Nordic Impact coming through with the win, going 8 for 30. Not the most amazing hit rate we've seen, but it was just enough, well, more than enough to win this war for them. And with that, that is going to do it for me. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to the WCL for letting me stream this war. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, all honesty, I mean, it's a tough decision. I didn't make it lightly, in all honesty, and we'll see as time goes on. I'm making it as an investment so far. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid Susie Gaming as we end this stream here. But again, I want to give a shout out to all of the new follows that we saw on stream, and a huge shout out to both of these clans. That's going to be Nordic Impact moving through to the next round. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the standings here. So with Nordic Impact moving on, that means that we are possibly, let's see, we're going to see Nordic Impact versus Too Late for Stop. That is going to be an excellent war. Super excited for that one. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. We're going to go ahead and raid up Susie Gaming. Feel free to show her some love when we get there. She's doing a bit of chilling and good vibes, probably doing some farmings, and she's also doing a giveaway. So if you guys want to get involved with that, feel free to hop over to her chat and say hi. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. See ya.